What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm feeling freaking rejuvenated. And we're back again. Who is it? Hurricane. Special stories in the house again. Said the pack of men. Ladies and gentlemen, front, the left, right. We back again. Who is it? Hurricane Hood News. Or the hood stories in the house again. Hurricane Hood News. Back and get back and we go, but back and get back and we go, but back again for the very first time. Don't worry if I write checks, I write rhymes. Da, 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 da. We're back again. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, baby. You already know what it is. We back again, baby. It's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. I miss you too. I miss you too. You know what I'm saying? Much love, much love, much love. Sending much love and positive energy. We're gonna talk about the fall of empires. We're gonna and then we're gonna jam off for about an hour, give you a little humpity hump hump day little session, you know what I'm saying, after. But I wanted to cover this the fall of empires, And we're gonna talk about the main four, including ours. Ours is number four. But most definitely, I think people need to know this because most people don't even know what the hell happened on how the empires crumbled. And whether anybody know it or not, empires crumbled because of what the fuck going on right now. It wasn't a fucking revolution that fucked that up. It wasn't no motherfucking other shit. No, it's what's going on now with the motherfucking money. With the money. Yep, that's the name of the game, with the money, man. And we all need to wake up and realize that the system is fucked up. In other news, we got Hurricane Melissa. It should have called it Hurricane Marsha. So as everybody be like, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. But no, we don't have no motherfucking good Melissa movies out there to quote from. And if there is, y'all let me know in the comments if there's a movie concerning Melissa. But shit, I'm still thinking. But this Hurricane Melissa shit, man, this shit is wild. It just smacked into Jamaica. Like, come on, man. You know how many tourists is there, though? You know how much shit is over there? You know how much motherfucking fun is over there getting hit by a fucking hurricane? But let me tell you something about these hurricanes that's hitting these specific areas. It's a land grab. It's a land grab. It's a land grab. Yes, I said it. Yes, I fucking said it. Land grab. And I'm going to let y'all know soon. I'm going to let y'all know in a minute if y'all ain't probably already up on game. Like what happened with the motherfucking fire in Cali and shit. With the the fire over there in Hawaii. Didn't they do some shit at Cali too? Yeah. Yeah, the motherfucking wildfire and shit. I'm like, yo, yeah. So I'm like, yo, man, all this shit is a fucking land grab. At least to me personally, like when I first see the shit, I'll automatically go with weather modification, land grab, smart city. And when you motherfucking do the research and you find out talking about right before you find out when that storm hit, there's always some type of crazy ass development and process right before this shit happens. Smart cities 2027 though, smart city 2030, smart city 2045. These motherfuckers already putting the future in place while we sitting here debating about motherfucker rich religion is the best, or motherfucker should we motherfucking side with the government or not, or fight them. It's like, come on, man. You already know. Destroy your government, kill them all. That's one. Two. We need to motherfucker destroy these motherfuckers before they end up using that motherfucking weather dominator and really put this shit on this motherfucking country. Like, and they talking about nigga This motherfucking shit was bigger than Katrina. What? Man, I looked at that motherfucking hurricane. I was like, man, y'all, oh my God, this shit looks straight up weather modified. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me and my conspiracy theory. Yeah. Salute. What up, though, Jordan? What's good, man? We're gonna talk about the collapse. We're gonna talk about all the collapse. The collapse of the world all the way up to now. We're gonna talk about 3 places, and we are the last ones to talk about. This is how empires fail. This is how empires crumble. And I always said it. I was like, empires crumble because y'all don't give a fuck about the people. That's all I said. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all keep on thinking about the military and debt, the people's not gonna be thought about. That's just simple. I just look at it on the common sense level. You know, so yeah, it is what it is. But shouts out to Jordan. What's good, bro? You already know what it is, man. I needed some freaking rest. I feel fucking rejuvenated. Shouts out to Bearded Conversations. What's good, bro? We're about to talk about the collapse of all the empires. The collapse of the empire. It ain't too long of a video. It's like maybe like 19 minutes and shit. But we're gonna break it down and see if we can stretch this whole out. You know. Now, do I gotta say pause on that? Break this whole down and stretch that whole out? Because it's referencing a chick anyway, so I don't think I can say pause. I think I'm good on that, right? Let me know if I'm good. Do I still gotta say pause? Because it's referencing the chick, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna stretch that whole out, you know what all things fall when they go up. But we about to really break it down though. Because most people say, oh, empires crumbled, but most people don't know how the empire crumbled. So we're gonna break it down how the empire crumbled. We're gonna break it down how the empire crumbled, and we're gonna break it down in full detail. We're gonna go back to the original Rome. We're going back to Rome, y'all. We're going back to Rome. We're gonna work our way up to the British Empire. We're gonna work our way up to now. You know, like this ain't that long of a video. We about to get it in because people need to know. Ooh-wee. I can't wait till my baby. Oh, I can't wait till she do that shit. That shit gonna be lit. Sorry about that. I was watching something else real quick. I was like, damn. But you know, I was setting up my other phone and I got caught off guard. I was like, damn, you about to do that? Sweet. Bet I can't wait to be that. Can't wait to be inside that shit. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Where the fuck is my playlist? There you go. But we're gonna play some music first. Let me know if y'all hear me. And there we go. Thanks for
the Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Salute. About to play some music. And then we're gonna get off into it. Okay, let's get off into it. There we go. Here we go. Shouts out to everybody. HHN Special Stories. Let me carry y'all a story after this music. Shouts out to everybody.
Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the chrome and hit you dead in your dome. When the nigga chill like a nigga see the cone spitting in the instant, even don't miss it. Now I'm gone fishing, fishing for the bitches. Never listen when I'm on a mission. Never try to build up on the bomb. Wanna fucking sell it in a minute. I'ma be the villain, the villains with the driller, feeling like killing the villain. I know the government gon' get it, they finish. You better listen for religion. I'm a motherfucking God killer. Turn to a conqueror. Fuck around and get shot, nigga. I ain't tryna be popular. Now what's up? You gotta get your knowledge up. But doesn't gonna really rock with us. To grab the keys, pop the truck. I got the motherfucker pump. Shoot a motherfucker dead in the gut. Get dead in the trunk. Shot the body, get over your pieces. Leave a motherfucker dead in the gut. I don't give a fuck no more. You can have it like Dumbledore. Undergo. Go to the the motherfucking Thunderdome. I'm chopping everybody up with a sword called Thunderbolt. The country throw the plug is so on the motherfucking pavement. Leaving the letters, I make a statement. What's the occasion? Revolution, motherfucking amazing. Leave the motherfucking government shaking. Operation stop the hate. Tell the motherfucker stop the faking. I came here to shock the nation. Hide as Cajun. Destroy the population. Make the motherfucker stop the begging. I'll be waiting on the on top with an AR. RPG with a radar. With a 50 cat that'll spray for. Hey, y'all, tear y'all motherfucking face on. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the clone. And you just dead in your dome. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. I'm about to pick up the clone. And get you dead in your dome. Leave me alone. You better leave me alone. You better leave me alone. You don't get in your dome now. Motherfuckers are so sensitive. The whole country is turned into bitch ass niggas.
You already know it is. The whole country is turning to bitch ass niggas. Another motherfucker tell me my opponent. New exclusive. Still no. We gonna get it for a minute, y'all.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Show me my opponent. Where's my opponent? I'm a killer born, government, you don't want it, break people to components, throw you in the ocean, sleeping with the fishes, bitches, listen, I be on it, start a Wiley story, pull off in the foreign, in 60 seconds, hit the gas, then I'm blowing like a river, feeling like a winner, grab a fine chick, while they eat it for dinner, I've been on the mission, never keep me slipping, calling up the ghouls, every bustin' at a bed building, in the lobby, dropping bodies like a fucking brew, weeds ripping everybody. Show me my opponent, 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 show me my opponent. This is my decision, chillin' like a villain. Cut you up the ribbons, cause the government is trippin'. Now I'm up in Cali, chillin' with this baddie. Going all in the baby girl, call me daddy. Riding through the valley, smoking on the fatty. About to get this bird flippin' straight in Cincinnati. Gotta get this money, get back to the money. Haters looking funny, cause I shot him in his stomach. Motherfuckers on the battle, you the one to battle. Pulling out the shot and make your whole body rattle. Don't wanna kill the chatter, see your body shatter. Fill it with the hurricane, everybody scatter. Show me my opponent, 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 show me my opponent.
Gotta play some new shit. Shout out to Live and Learn. This is his beat, his hook. And you know me, I gotta rip the vocals. This still new. Shouts out to Live and Learn.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Living legend, heavy weapons, I never lethal weapons, steady prepping on my weapons. About to teach a lesson, who be checking? Like a pull out my Smith and Wesson, shoot you in your head, you dead. Time for another lesson, got the shot it, knocking bodies, killing everybody like a hobby. Leaving bloody bodies and fucking lobbies. Tell somebody if you want to, you little snitch, you will make it down the line. Little stupid bitch, who is this? Another fed is playing hero, burning yes alive. To play the flute like a mirror, dropping up the dollar, I gotta get this to euro. Hacking everything, encrypted ones and zeros. Fuck the crypto, you trying to bag me and info. Fuck motherfucker so good to put some bombs in some benzos. World leader, y'all getting killed with the heater. The hurricane is the reason. Came here to delete you.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Neural weapons, hacking brain waves, absorb the essence, coalescent with the energy, make a bigger weapon. Everything be destroyed like in the fucking storm. Elemental spiritual bomb. You people getting born, better run. Look out, because here I come, having fun. See this whole world, the kingdom come. Every fed get decapitated, decide to say it. Even fed up in the building that is dilapidated, exacerbated. This situation destroy the nation. These world leaders ain't good, they be perpetrating, kill them all. Got a weapon that make them all dissolve. Kill the evil on this planet, then your problem solved. Final call, give a finger to the fucking Lord. Alphabet boys, I'm getting rid of all of y'all world leaders. They ain't getting killed with the heat of the hurricane. It's the reason the claims this to delete you.
When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When shit hit the fan, ain't no time for no running. Everybody already know the storm coming. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Empire. Shouts out. Shouts out. He said make you want to try music. Hey yo, you can try it, but to me, just just find your niche. You know what I'm saying? Rather you rap, sing, you might be behind the keyboard doing the engineering, or maybe you might be the person that motherfucking be like a journalist for it, or like whatever you're good at. If you can apply it to hip hop and put your spin on it, do it. Do it. Shoot, you might be a hip hop lawyer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Whatever you need to do. But if you want to be an MC, you're going to have to train for years. And I've been doing this shit since 2002. And I've mastered it. And I'll tell you this, I'm going to tell you this now. This was not my dream. This was not my cup of tea. Real shit. I was just an artist. I was an artist. My homeboy taught me how to rap, took me around the school, took me around the hood and rap. They said, yo, dog, you good. And I just kept doing it. I stayed in the hyperbolic time chamber. I kept training. Got out, expressed my style. They're like, oh, man, you cold. Like, bet. We go back in there and train some more. Every time I come out, be like, all right, how I sound? Yeah, damn, bro, you cold. Bet it up. We go back into the chime chamber again. Let me get better. Let me get more realer. Yep, Hurricane be that name. I draw currently learning tattooing. That's what's up. Now, someone told me to get in tattooing, and real shit, bro. I'm afraid, and I'm not gonna be scared to admit it. I'm afraid because I never drew on anybody's skin before, and and I don't know how their skin gonna react. I'm talking about like, I don't give a fuck if I have the state of the art tools and that's safe and secure. I'm still afraid of drawing on somebody's skin. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's a phobia. I don't know, but I need to check that out because if I can get paid, doing tattoos, most definitely, I would definitely get into it. But it was just like, yo, man, I'm just afraid because I don't know if a nigga drank before he sat down in that motherfucking tattoo chair, which make this nigga go leak all over my seat, or like people react differently to pain. So I don't know. But it's a me problem, not a them problem. It's a me problem. So I need to get over that. I need to deal with that. But you get mine from Amazon. You say, yeah. You say, oh yeah, everyone's skin is different. There's something called fake skin. That's what you practice on. Bet it up. Bet it up. I guess I'm gonna have to invest once I get over my fear of drawing on people. But you know what I did do was I gave my design to a friend, and this motherfucker did this shit itself. I'm like, what the fuck? This motherfucker took my picture, put the paper on his arm, did some type of shit, and just started drawing on himself. Like, yo, that's a nice ass tattoo, nigga. I'll do it myself. That was my first tattoo I ever gave. So, and he paid me too, like $15. You know what I'm saying? This was back in like 06, 07. I think it was 06. When I first moved to HP on my own. The HP is Highland Park. But yeah, we about to go to another video, y'all. About to go to another song, and then we're gonna get off to the news. Okay, special stories. Shout out to Relentless. Hurricane and Relentless.
HHN, real black man, I'm crafted in God's image. Lyrically, I'm a savage, engulfing the planet. With the spark red boom, I ain't going nowhere. You better get used to it. Equipped with the toolage. And I ain't talking about no handgun, bombing band lab, and holding the game for ransom. Run me mine, and I don't want my chips to circulate. Fast food for the CEOs. Don't take them on dinner date. Unless I'm well trained, fair to say that I've been a great stuck in your weight class with letters. I'm heavyweight savers with the blows, quick feet like I lead. Joe Lewis when I do, I'm leaving flat in the ring. John Kemp when I lift off, finish like Dominique. Underrated like Pippen when I kept bringing a ring. Put in a lot of work, my best interest for the team. Just give me the hand off and I'm running up the scene. Fake smiles, fake nods when they hear me on the beat. On my phone against the odds, I'ma keep on doing leaks. I'm a treasure in the mud for the dirty side. I'm a fortune undiscovered and I ain't been found. I represent for all my brothers above or underground. And all the black queens, it's your flowers and crowns.
You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. It's time to unload, the drama unfold. My 44 cold, taking your soul, never reload. The battlefield's bigger explode, but the government kill a ball with every flow. I'm the infamous lyricist to the fans, they just as imminent. Implement all the titles to kill a quick with these instruments. With these sentences, shake your ball in the instant. Quick hurricane is the name, you better know who you're dealing with. Style master, slow it down cause I'm faster. Bastard in the dark abyss, that's where I cast you. Natural disaster, I'm the final chapter. Happy running in circles like hamsters, little bastard. I'm the warrior, battlefield looking glorious. Skills is so notorious, kicking your ass like Morpheus. The anomaly, speaking new philosophy, speaking with the velocity, cause a lot of atrocity. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop. You want this hip hop, the realest hip hop. Everybody love this hip hop, let's give them hip hop.
Shouts out, shouts out. You already know what it is. We're going to play one more new track, and then we're going to go off into the Empire. How all the empires have fucking crumbled. You know what I'm saying? How all the empires have fucking crumbled all the way up to now, and what caused it. You know, we need to look at patterns and show these motherfuckers it is what it is. About to play one more new track. I got turn it on my phone real quick.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. Shouts out to Low Key. Hey, yo, you know we got to play our new shit. You know we got to play our new shit.
Unit 9 to 5-5. We can see it out night. We've got the suspect's house under observation.
You know we got to play our shit,
Low Key. Over there, the one with the yellow trim. Why don't you get to the shadow of that big tree over there? We'll advise you as soon as the suspect gets red car.
Yeah. Thanks to Hurricane, we probably on the list somewhere. Fuck the government, they broadcast the lie on air. I snatched the life of a politician live on air. Charlie Kirkham, JFK, blah, blah. 47 puppets should've slayed them. I got questions, need answers, and I'm tired of waiting. How the hell we work for them when we pay them? How the hell we work for them when we pay? Wake the fuck up. You niggas ain't mad enough. R.I.P. Michael Jackson, you ain't bad enough. I'm in the field like a giant, I'm man enough. Black Ops 7 weapons in my fucking trunk. Land of the slave, home to only greed. Where we die to live and we pay to greed. Born already in debt, cause freedom ain't free. While my own country wanna enslave me. 90s baby, grew up to be a mercenary. Fuck a scope, the iron sight just as deadly. Raised by the beast system, born in the valley. Making niggas say Hail Marys, new Machiavelli. Elon playing God, I'll send him to the cemetery. At Larry Ellison, I'ma send a whole clip. Peter Thiel, I'm watching you how I feel. Shit. You better never ask me what I do. I reincarnate Hitler for Netanyahu. Whoa! Is that anti-Semitic? Why would niggas die? They anti-sympathetic. Domestic terrorists. Scrolling down Reddit. Coaching all my shooters. JJ Reddick. So old like a relic. Riding on my enemies is my fetish. Pause. No Diddy.
Director Patel, there's been so many conspiracy theories swirling around about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Do you have any updates for us, especially in light of all the online content that everyone's been talking about?
The only thing we deal with at the FBI and the Department of Justice is facts. We delivered at record speed a manhunt to capture Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin in 33 hours.
Yeah, I'm probably on the list somewhere. Fuck the government, I know them niggas won't fight fair. Try to snatch a nigga up while I'm live on there. You won't take me alive, nigga, I don't care. Best beware, go to war, let's declare. China and the US, they a zesty pair. Consolidate all the power, it's a crime today. Blindfold on the people, they can't find a way. Hurricane be the name, bring the storm in your house. I'm a warrior, here's something to worry about. Food stamps cut off, get kicked out your house. Can't stay with my friends, might get kicked off the couch. Fuck that, hit the block, go pick up an ounce. Keep on flipping that shit until you get you a pound. If I hate to talk shit, you gotta fill it with rounds. Popping so many licks and plenty of towns. They telling me Hurricane, put the gun down. Fuck that shit, I'm for your ass with more rounds. Boom, 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 you hear the war sounds. Fuck government, I'm taking them all down.
Bad influence on me, bro.
Thanks to Hurricane, we probably on the list somewhere. Fuck the government, they broadcast the lie on air. I snatched the life of a politician live on air. Charlie Kirkham, JFK, blah, blah. 47 puppets should've slayed them. I got questions, need answers, and I'm tired of waiting. How the hell we work for them when we pay them? How the hell we work for them when we pay? Wake the fuck up.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Archangel. That's what's up. Hell yeah. I just got to get over the fear of drawing on a motherfucker. But you said drawing is better than the machine, so bet it up. I kind of figured that, you know, because I don't trust machines. I don't trust those motherfuckers. Mighty machines working for you, doing mighty things. Mighty machines. I don't know why I thought about that. I thought that shit when I was a kid. It was a show where they used to talk about like all the big machines and shit that fucking helps out the economy, like trucks and construction shit. It was called Mighty Machines, and it was like some shit for kids or some shit. It was like one of those educational shows that used to come on back in the day. You know, I'm talking about like right after I watched Bob Ross. Yeah, so I used to watch Bob Ross. The nigga used to paint and shit. And I'm like, I just woke up one night and I didn't want to change the channel. I was just looking at this nigga paint. Mind you, this is a black and white TV I'm watching it on, by the way. So, but I seen the colors. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was just a weird ass kid that could motherfucking see shit that other people can't see, but I don't give a shit. Well, I know on that black and white TV, I saw that nigga color. I used to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was that's good ass weed. But like it was just so cool. It was cool just watching the person paint. Plus my grandfather paint too. So it was like, you know, I guess it kind of runs in the family. Sweet. That's what's up. Salute to Jordan. Very good. I'm working on some Phenom just sent me something. I'm just doing my little listen. Once the pen touched the paper, you know I got like 48 to 72 hours to get that shit done. So get ready for a new track. It's gonna be on some old school shit too. This is a nice little laid back old school beat. I'm trying to figure, should I be on my mobster shit on that, tell a story like a mobster, or should I just, you know, just go laid back and just motherfucker make it like an old school track? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how the game go. But we're about to talk about the collapse of all the empires.
There's a pattern that has destroyed
I gotta set it back.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer.
There's a pattern that has destroyed every major empire in history. Not conquest, not invasion, not revolution. Economic collapse. Specifically, currency collapse. And it happens the exact same way every single time. Rome, the empire that ruled the known world for 5 centuries, collapsed when its currency became worthless. Spain, which controlled more gold and silver than any nation in history, went bankrupt repeatedly until its empire dissolved. Britain, which dominated global trade for 200 years, lost its empire within a decade after its currency collapsed. 4 times in recorded history, a dominant empire has followed this exact pattern. Military overextension, unsustainable spending, currency debasement or money printing, inflation, loss of confidence, collapse. And every time, the people in power believed they were different, that their empire was special, that the old rules didn't apply to them. They were wrong every single time.
Yeah, every single time. Like, and it was the same thing, and they was thinking different. Then that's a form of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a motherfucking different result. Isn't that the definition of insanity? People, let me know in the comments. Do I gotta go Far Cry 3 on a motherfucker? Do you know the definition of insanity? Over and over and over. That's my nigga Vaz, dog. He played a good motherfucking bad guy now. If you haven't played Far Cry 3, play Far Cry 3. It's an old classic. It's an old classic. You gotta have an old Xbox 360, or maybe you can motherfucker probably put that shit on your new system. I don't know, backwards compatible PC, however the game fucking go. However y'all young whippersnappers do it these days. Y'all don't know how to do that shit. But I do have the old game for the Xbox 360 though. Ain't nothing like a good old-fashioned 360 to calm your day. Vaz was fine. Oh, you know about Vaz. Yeah. That motherfucker was a monster. But I understood. I understand why he became who he was, man. It was wild. When you finally play his backstory on the new Far Cry games and shit. But yeah, but still though, man, Vaz was the shit. And then after you beat Vaz, you deal with the nigga that he was working for. I'm like, oh my God, you're not compelling enough. It kind of brought the game down a little bit. I'm like, man, if you a ruthless motherfucker, you gotta be working for somebody that gotta be just straight ruthless. Like straight ruthless, at least give off an aura. He didn't even give off an aura. I'm like, oh my God, Vaz, this what you work for, nigga? You played that Bruce Lee game? Talk about back in the day on the old Xbox, I played that shit. It kind of made me mad because it could have been better. But that's not the game developer's fault. I just wanted another game developer to do the game, you know, that actually motherfucker actually gave a damn about Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Like Team Ninja, the ones that make Dead or Alive. I wanted them to probably touch the Bruce Lee game because I think Team Ninja was still probably on Dead or Alive 3 at the time that it came out. It was on Dead or Alive 3 already. So, you know, they could have did it. Or what another game? Tekken, because like they got motherfucking Law, which is motherfucking like a Bruce Lee type character. They could have did. I'm trying to think of that company. I think it's Tecmo. You know, Namco, Tecmo. I think it's Namco or some shit like that. I don't know. Namco, Tecmo, whatever the fuck. But yeah, you know, they should have took it. Far Cry 5 is the best. Hell, man, yo, my fucking God, bro. 3 was my favorite forever. I played Part 5, you know, and you know, I was like, yo, I think I might go back and play that shit. Fucking called leader. It's about the fucking call the leader. Yo, that shit was lit. That shit was lit. Lit. That motherfucker was like, nigga, y'all niggas. Bro, he was so fucking confident. He was like, nigga, God ain't gonna let you take me. This motherfucker, Joseph, bro. Woo! The only thing I hated about the nigga was the man bun, but the motherfucker had shit on lock. On lock. And the end is just so fucking perfect. And you will walk with me through Eden's gate. I was like, oh shit. This is how it is, huh? Man, that shit was lit. That shit was lit. Yeah, I put Far Cry above 3 just for that ending. It was that ending that put it up there. It was the ending. I was like, oh my fucking God. We all about to fucking die. Oh man, I don't want to give no spoilers if you haven't played it, man. But like Far Cry 5 is old, but yeah, you know, I just, you know, play it or watch that shit on YouTube. Nah, that's a revolutionary game. For real. For real. I'm talking about there was nowhere for me to fucking run. Those niggas are in the sky with choppers and planes, nigga. I'm like, oh shit, let me get to the fucking trees. Let me get to the fucking trees. Why they trying to kill me? And plus, I love the team that you can beat. You know, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna take you with me. You got the motherfucking sniper. You can fuck niggas up. And plus, you know, I always gotta grab my nigga with an RPG. Because if I'm going to get some swarm of niggas, I gotta bring my nigga with the RPG with the big truck. And I gotta bring my own girl with the motherfucking rifle. And I think I bring my dog sometimes. I'm like, yo, let's get these niggas. Let's get these niggas. And plus, once you unlock the plane, I get my nigga Nick in the sky. Yo, nigga, stay in the sky. Nigga, stay in the sky. Me and my nigga with the RPG and my girl about to shoot these niggas up. You know what I'm saying? I love that game. That game was pretty fun. But we're about to get off into it. Let's get back into it.
And right now in 2025, the United States is following that exact same pattern. Step by step, warning sign by warning sign. The only question is whether we're near the beginning, the middle, or the end. This is the story of how...
I think we are at the end of our collapse. Because they, you know, like they doing so much shit. They putting motherfucking shit in place. But like, once we get off into the story of how all the shit collapsed, it's like, yo, I look at it for common sense. Y'all didn't care about the people. Yes, we already know it's about the money and funding the motherfucking military or the war effort and staying in debt with other countries. That's part of it too. You know, that's definitely part of it. But, you know, what about the people? You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
Empires destroy themselves through their own currency. How it happened to Rome, Spain, and Britain, and why every warning sign says it's happening again. Let's start with Rome, the empire that dominated Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East for over 500 years. At its peak, Rome controlled 60 million people across 3 continents. Its military was unmatched. Its infrastructure was the most advanced on Earth. Its currency, the denarius, was trusted everywhere, from Britain to Egypt. The denarius was a silver coin introduced in 211 BC. It contained about 4.5 grams of pure silver. For centuries, it held its value because the Roman government maintained its purity. When you received a denarius, you knew exactly what you were getting. Pure silver, real value. This created trust. Entrust allowed Rome to fund its expansion, pay its soldiers, and build its infrastructure, but the silver content of the denarius, he needed to fund his lavish lifestyle and expensive military campaigns, so he ordered the mints to reduce the silver content from 100% to 90%. That extra 10%, pure profit for the emperor. He could mint 11 coins with the silver that used to make 10, more coins in circulation. Same amount of silver, that's inflation. But 90% silver was still substantial. The real destruction came later. By the time Emperor Caracalla ruled in 211 AD, the denarius was down to 50% silver, half real value, half base metal.
Nah, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? 200 years later, nigga, your motherfucking money has been devalued. Crazy work. Crazy work.
65 AD, under Emperor Gallienus, it had fallen to just 5% silver. A coin that was once pure silver was now 95% worthless metal with a thin silver coating.
That shit crazy. Went from pure silver to damn near monopoly money. Shit is fucking wild. And mind you, like these people was doing shit by hand and silver work. Shit was wild. Shit was wild.
Think about what that means. If you were a Roman soldier in 265 AD receiving your pay in denarii, you were being paid in coins worth 1/20th of what soldiers earned 2 centuries earlier. The government told you nothing had changed. The coins still said denarius. They still had the emperor's face, but the purchasing power had collapsed. Prices exploded. What cost 1 denarius in 200 AD cost 50 denarii by 300 AD. Farmers stopped selling food.
50 dinars? Yes, I need 60 dinars. I thought you said 50 dinars. I need 80 dinars. Taxes, motherfucker. I'm gonna call Heracles.
For coins and demanded barter instead. Soldiers refused to fight unless paid in gold or goods. Tax collectors.
Soldiers fight. Soldiers refuse to fight unless they was paid. And we look at right now, oh shit, we gotta pay our military, y'all. Fuck the people. See? We just went through some shit like this. So, oh shit, we gotta pay them motherfuckers. It's only way to get that motherfucking martial law popping. Otherwise, our military gonna join the people. And we don't want that. Man, this whole government needs to see a military tribunal and be hung for crimes against humanity.
Couldn't collect taxes because
Yep, and they said when the money died, the empire died with it. Let me guess, my shit was fucking up. But like the if you didn't hear the last part, it said like once the motherfucking money failed, Rome died with it. So like I hope y'all hear me. But I cannot have a good fucking life. Uncle, fuck the government. Right, and not the good way. Yeah, once the money fell, Rome fell with it. I think he about to go off to Spain now. Like Spain is the next power. I think.
The Western Roman Empire officially collapsed. Not because Germanic tribes were stronger, but because Rome couldn't pay its armies anymore.
Yeah, it was crazy. Rome couldn't pay his armies anymore. Everything defended, shit sealed, everything cool, but your fucking shit still crumbled. Because you couldn't pay a motherfucker. Like, come on. And this is the Roman Empire, y'all. These were the fuckers that killed off the Gnostics when the Gnostics were saying, nigga, your God is y'all the Bayoff Chief Archon. Man, kill that motherfucker for saying that shit. They cared about the wrong shit.
Fund its administration, couldn't maintain its infrastructure. The currency had been debased into irrelevance. Everything built on that currency collapsed. The pattern, military expansion, unsustainable spending, currency debasement, inflation, loss of economic function, collapse. Rome proved the pattern, and every empire since has repeated it. Now let's jump forward 12 centuries. Spain, 1500s. The Spanish Empire is just beginning its golden age.
The 1500s, y'all. We just fast forward from the Roman ages to the 1500s. Now Spain is the shit. All right? Spain is the shit now.
Christopher Columbus has opened the New World. Hernan Cortez has conquered the Aztecs. Francisco Pizarro has conquered the Incas. And Spain now controls the richest territories on Earth. In 1545, Spanish explorers discovered the Cerro Rico mountain in Potosi, in what is now Bolivia. This isn't just a silver mine, it's the largest silver deposit ever discovered. For the next century, Potosi will produce nearly half of the world's silver, millions of pounds of...
Smack that all on the floor, smack that. Oh, what up, though, K? Smoke weed every day. What up, though, babe?
But ships loaded with silver crossed the Atlantic, filling Spanish coffers with wealth beyond imagination. Spain mints this silver into coins. The Spanish dollar becomes the first true global currency.
The Spanish dollar, the first true global currency. We are Spaniards. Yes, we conquered. Fuck you, Hernando de Soto, for coming to this land and fucking with motherfuckers. You son of a bitch. You thought I didn't remember you, Hernando de Soto? You fucker. Fuck the Spanish. Over here attacking my Aztecs and Inca brethren, you son of a bitch. Those Incas and Aztecs should have summoned the storm god hurricane, but like those were the Mayans. They was believing in me. And then later on, the Tainos believed in my power. Yeah. Y'all Incas and Aztecs should have called on me. Call me. Call me. I would have destroyed every motherfucking Spaniard out there. But nah. Y'all had other people. They should have called me and Quetzalcoatl. We would have came through and swept y'all niggas.
Used from Europe to Asia.
Yeah,
it's trusted, it's pure, and there's an endless supply of it. Spain becomes the richest, most powerful empire on Earth. At its peak, the Spanish Empire controls territories on every inhabited continent.
Yep.
The sun never sets on Spanish holdings. And then, exactly like Rome, they destroy themselves. Because there's a paradox with money. More money doesn't make you richer if everyone has more money. When Spain floods Europe with silver, prices rise. What cost one silver coin in 1500 costs 10 coins by 1600. The silver hasn't become less pure. There's just vastly more of it. That's inflation. Spain is importing so much silver that it's destroying the value of silver itself. And worse, Spain isn't producing anything. They're not building industries. They're not innovating. They're just extracting wealth from the colonies and spending it on wars, palaces, and luxury goods imported from other countries.
They wasn't doing shit. They wasn't doing shit. They were just gathering bread. They were just stacking and funding. It was like, yo, nigga. Spain's like, oh shit, should we build a cotton field? What? They ain't building shit. I want all the money from all the motherfuckers around the world. We fund the war effort just in case we get attacked by a motherfucker. But sir, should we have an industry? Fuck industry. That's the problem. That shit pollutes our land. I don't want no smokestacks all over the goddamn place. Industrial age my ass. We conquered and taken chill. But sir, in the future, we're not going to have shit and we're going to be someone's bitch to another country. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but we won't be alive. Or some shit like that. Like, let the other regimes deal with that. We chilling now.
The silver flows in from the Americas and flows right back out to France, England, and the Netherlands. To pay for goods, Spain doesn't produce itself. By the late 1500s, Spain's kings are drowning in debt. King Philip II, ruling from 1556
now,
to...
mind you, these are kings. They're drowning in debt. Oh shit. I got all these gold rings on. I got a crown on, but I'm broke as shit.
1598, inherits massive debt from his father, Charles I. 36 million ducats in debt. And rather than cut spending, Philip borrows more. He fights wars on multiple fronts against the Ottoman Empire, against Protestant rebels in the Netherlands, against England, and when the debt becomes unpayable, he defaults. In 1557, Philip II declares bankruptcy and suspends all debt payments. This is the first sovereign default in modern history, but it's not the last. Spain defaults again in 1560, again in 1575, again in 1596, 4 defaults in 40 years. Despite control.
God damn. 4 defaults in 40. God damn. Yo, this the shit that was going on behind the scenes, dog. This shit is wild, bro. We'll probably be still talking the same shit we talking now if it was born in this time. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, me, I probably already been a warrior, probably died fighting for my motherfucking freedom. But if I was, let's just say, you know, like inside that time frame, that's like one of the citizens or some shit, I'll be like, you governments ain't shit. Nigga, I'll be that motherfucker. I'll be the nigga yelling at clouds and shit. Salute, live and learn. I played our new track earlier, you know, that the motherfucker start off the show, you know what I'm saying? and play all of our new shit. Hashtag fuck the government. Yes, the government can kiss my motherfucking ass, Paul.
Half the world's silver production, Spain can't pay its debts. Each default destroys trust. Lenders refuse to lend to Spain. Interest rates on...
And then, yeah, it motherfucking destroys trust. And then I want to motherfucking implement Albert Pike's World War III shit. But he said the First World War, it would make you not trust the old empire, like the kings and shit and the monarchy. You know what I'm saying? And this is the beginning of all this shit. Because we're going to fast forward too. But you'll lose faith in kings. And then World War II, it would establish Israel. World War III, Zionists versus the motherfucking, all the other shit that's going on over there. It's like everything is just motherfucking, just like, it's like somebody at the top somewhere orchestrated all this shit. And I want to lead back to an alien reptilian shapeshifter, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Lex Luger. I don't know. But goddamn, if the same pattern's been going on since Rome, who is doing this? Like who really got the money? How far do the Rothschild bloodline really go? Or like, are we looking in the wrong direction and got to start from the royal family and follow her line back to a goddamn dragon in a cave? Who knows? Who knows? But what I do know is it's the same pattern in Rome. Now we in Spain. And then
Spanish debt skyrocket. And the government responds by debasing the currency. They start minting coins with less silver. They introduce copper coins that are supposed to be worth as much as silver coins. Nobody believes
fucking copper. I don't want copper. I'm sorry, sir, but the money has been what is devalued, sir? You are a goat fucker. Copper, my ass. Paul.
Is that the currency loses credibility. By the 1600s, Spain is in terminal decline. The military can't be funded. The colonies begin to break away. And when the 30 Years' War ends in 1648, Spain signs the Peace of West...
30-year war, man? Oh, my God. I would love to fight the government for 30 years. Who with me? Oh, I'm the only one. Them motherfuckers fighting. 30 years. 30 years. The 30-year war. God damn. Once our revolution starts, how long can we hold it? How long can we motherfucking fight the government? That's the real question. Nobody asks that. Like, look. I say this, if we're not strategic, we can hold it down for 6 months to a year. Real shit. If we're strategic, we can hold this bitch down forever. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we might have to worry about is if America's allies come and help. You know what I'm saying? But I highly fucking doubt it because everybody hate America. You know what I'm saying? They're like that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out. He said somebody need to put up a reptilian ass. He said that he said that is looking hella staged. Like we all know fucking we're making a Project Blue head ass.
Which marks the beginning of the end. By 1700, the Spanish Empire is essentially over. The country that once controlled the world's wealth had spent and borrowed itself into irrelevance. The pattern again, massive wealth influx, government overspending, excessive borrowing.
Massive wealth influx, government spending.
Currency inflation, repeated defaults, loss of...
Repeated defaults. Just like, man, yo, this is wild. And this whole time you're hearing this, you do not hear anything about the citizens or the people. Have y'all noticed that?
Confidence, collapse. Spain proved that even endless resources can't save an empire from fiscal mismanagement. Now we come
from fiscal mismanagement. Doing all this shit concerning all other shit and not caring about the people. But expect the people to serve. And if you don't, you're beheaded. Or get your ass beat in front of your family. I need 60 dinars for taxes. We don't have it, sir.
Britain. The The empire that lasted longer, stretched further, and controlled more wealth than Rome or Spain combined.
Now we in Great Britain. Held more wealth than both Rome and Spain combined. To the British Empire. I fight for Queen and country, sir. All hail to the Queen. We still smoking on a Lizzie pack. Queen Elizabeth, I still got some weed left. Goku.
At its peak in 1922, the British Empire governed 458 million people, 1/4 of the world's population, 1/4 of the world's land. The sun never set on the British Empire, not because they controlled.
The sun never sets on the British Empire. Empire, not for the weak-hearted.
Every time zone, but because they controlled so much territory that it was always daytime somewhere under British rule. And the British pound sterling was the foundation of it all. For over 2 centuries, the pound was the world's reserve currency. Over 60% of global trade was invoiced in pounds. The gold standard anchored everything. 1 pound sterling could be exchanged for a fixed amount of gold. This created trust, stability, and power. But empires are built on credit, and credit has to be repaid. Britain funded its empire through borrowing, government bonds.
Right, borrowing. Like, but who was y'all borrowing from, though? Every goddamn body.
Debt to finance wars, colonies, infrastructure, administration. As long as the pound held its value, this worked. But then came World War I. In 1914, Britain's national debt was $650 million.
God damn. $650 million. Now, y'all probably got a computer or Google. What is $650 million in today's time frame? Man, that shit is probably shit. Woo, shit. That's all I gotta say. They put that shit in the computer and find out what is $650 million in today's motherfucking debt due to inflation. Nigga, that shit probably gonna say what's some billion, a little over. I know it's gonna be over some billions. I know that.
By 1919, after 4 years of total war, it had exploded to over $7 billion. That's it.
Damn, $7 billion after the 4 years. God damn. So $7 billion right now due to inflation. God damn.
Tenfold increase in 5 years. To fund the war, Britain had borrowed from everyone, from its own citizens, from the United States, from anyone who would lend. But the war also forced Britain off the gold standard. In 1914, when war broke out, the government suspended gold convertibility. They had to print money to fund the war effort. They couldn't maintain gold backing while doing it. The pound became a fiat currency, backed by nothing but the government's promise. After the war, Britain tried to...
Backed by nothing but the government's promise, and the people believed them. You see, like, it don't matter where you at in the world. They find some type of crazy-ass manipulation to get the people to follow this bullshit. And the people don't stand up and fight. There's probably some people that did. But, you know, we are ostracized. We're cast out, and we called crazy. Oh, Hurricane was stupid for doing that shit. And that's why no one will remember your name. Y'all gonna remember me. Like, rather y'all say Hurricane was crazy for doing what he did, saying what he said, or Hurricane is a true revolutionary. Hurricane is a phenomenal artist. Hurricane is a phenomenal artist when it comes to drawing. Hurricane said what everybody is afraid to say. Hurricane motherfucker actually went out there and fought and died for his people. Y'all gonna say something. You feel me? Y'all gonna say something. Y'all gonna motherfucker draw pictures of me. I'm gonna be scattered all over this bitch. For real. Y'all gonna have me on shirts like Hugo Chavez in this bitch. Real shit. I'm not fucking playing. Every major state in this country gonna know who the fuck the hurricane is. And I'm going international because I'm already there. Shouts out to Vanta over there in the UK. What up, now? Get some graffiti artists to plaster my name over there and say Hurricane was right. Make some Hurricane was right t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Plaster my name. It's like, who the fuck is a hurricane? Yeah, you'll know soon enough.
Turned to gold. In 1925, Winston Churchill, then Chancellor of the Exchequer, put Britain back on the gold standard at the pre-war exchange rate. This was a catastrophic mistake. The pound was overvalued. British exports became uncompetitive. Unemployment soared. And the government had to maintain high interest rates to defend the currency, which crushed economic growth. By 1931, Britain was forced off gold again, permanently this time. The pound was devalued, and trust in British currency began to erode. But the real destruction came after World War II. Britain entered World War II already deeply in debt. The war cost everything. By 1945, Britain's national debt had reached 270% of GDP. The empire had been...
And this was already after people lost their faith in kings and a monarchy. After World War II, this is where we get Israel. This is where Israel was formed. Now it's time for the second plan of Albert Pike. World War III plan that he motherfucker wrote in the motherfucking late 1800s and published in the early 1900s. Lose your faith in kings and shit. And yeah, everybody lost faith because this motherfucker was in goddamn debt. And plus you didn't care about the people. So yes, everybody gonna lose fucking faith in the monarchy. So yeah, and then goes to motherfucking what the fuck that nigga said, we're gonna establish Israel and do that bullshit. And don't get me started what happened after that with the Project Paperclip, how we took the Nazi scientists and brought them over here and made NASA. That's a whole nother story. And that connects with this Third Eye Atlas bullshit. I don't trust anything that NASA say. Space is fake. You already know it. But there's something up there. I won't be surprised. There's a whole bunch of machines up above our fucking heads, and that shit's a hologram projection. I don't know. But this is why the revolution got to start so we can find out. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are we living on? Is the earth flat? Is it round? Or are we living on a Bluetooth speaker? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Somebody let me know. Lord, give me a sign. Somebody talk. Because we don't know what the fuck going on. And it's fucked up that we live on a planet that doesn't even value knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. It just values stupidity and idiocracy. It's motherfucker. It makes me want to shoot motherfuckers in the face and blow this whole motherfucker up. like for real.
Bankrupted itself to win the war. Entire cities were in ruins. The economy was shattered. And Britain owed massive debts to the United States. In 1944, while the war was still raging, the Bretton Woods Conference redesigned the global financial system. The British pound was officially replaced as the world's primary reserve currency. The US dollar took its place. Britain fought desperately to preserve the pound's status, but it was over. They had the debt, but not the gold or the economy to back their currency anymore. What followed was a slow, humiliating decline. In 1947, Britain tried to make the pound convertible again. The experiment lasted 6 weeks before a run on the currency forced them to reimpose controls. In 1949, the pound was devalued by 30%. In 1967, it was devalued again. Each devaluation destroyed savings, crushed confidence, and signaled to the world that Britain was no longer a first-rate power.
Yeah. But they was trying, though. They was trying. They're like, we are the British Empire. I would not bow down to that fucking dollar. Yo, nigga, we owe them. But we are the British Empire. But, nigga, we owe them. God damn it. Fucking United States. All hell to the British Empire. He motherfucking self-deletes in front of his motherfucking subordinate. Oh, shit. For Queen and Country. For Queen and Country.
Well, the empire disintegrated. India gained independence in 1947. Egypt nationalized the Suez Canal in 1956, and Britain's military response.
And that Suez Canal shit, y'all gotta look that up. Look up the Suez Canal, look up the Panama Canal, and look up the story of Contra, nigga. Our government ain't shit. And that's a whole nother story. I think I covered the Contra and the Panama Canal. If I didn't cover Contra, I covered Panama Canal, but I think I covered both on one of my HHN special stories.
Was a humiliating failure. Colony after colony broke away, not because they were conquered by outside forces, but because Britain could no longer afford to maintain them. By the 1970s, Britain was on the verge of becoming a failed state. Inflation hit 25%. The government went begging to the IMF for a bailout. The pound, which had once been the world's reserve currency, was now a symbol of decline. The empire that controlled a quarter of the earth had lost it all within 30 years, not through military defeat, through currency collapse and debt. The pattern once more, war debt, currency debasement, loss of reserve status, devaluation, inflation, imperial collapse. Britain proved that even the strongest empire can fall within a single generation when its currency fails.
And now once out of all the shit you heard nothing about the goddamn citizens or the people and how they was affected. You don't hear that shit at all.
Which brings us to now. The United States, the current empire, the current reserve currency, and every single warning sign that destroyed Rome, Spain, and Britain is flashing red. Let's start with the currency.
You already know. Shouts out to my UK correspondent, because this is the HHN Special Stories, and that's my UK correspondent. You know, shouts out to Vata. You know what I'm saying? Over there fighting a good fight on the front lines against the digital ID and the Online Safety Act shit. 3 million plus over there ready to burn Downing Street to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Keep that sniper polish, baby. Keep my sniper polish, baby. For sure, for sure, for sure. Great, baby.
The U.S. dollar has been the world's reserve currency since 1944. After World War II, the Bretton Woods system made the dollar the global standard. It was backed by gold, $35 per ounce. Other nations pegged their currencies to the dollar, and the dollar was as good as gold, literally. But just like Rome, just like Britain, the United States started spending more than it had. The Vietnam War, the Great Society programs.
Yeah, that Vietnam motherfucking war. There's something happening here, but it ain't exactly clear. Say it with me. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody knew what's going down. That's my shit. Every time I hear Vietnam, every time I hear the 60s, I think about that song first. But especially when I hear the word Vietnam, is either that song pop up or I hear this. Good morning, Vietnam. And then I think about Forrest Gump. That's number 3. And then for some reason, Full Metal Jacket.
Bases around the world. By the 1960s, foreign governments noticed that America was printing more dollars than it had gold to back them. France, under Charles de Gaulle, started demanding gold in exchange for dollars. Other nations followed. The gold was leaving Fort Knox. The bluff was being called. In 1971, President Nixon closed the gold window. No more gold backing. The dollar became a pure fiat currency, just like the...
Yep, 71. 1971.
Debased Roman denarius, just like the pound after 1931, backed by nothing but trust and the government's promise.
Yep, at first, backed by nothing but trust in the government. Trust us, I am not a crook. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you, Nixon. Fuck you, Nixon. And George Bush Sr., because I think he was head of the CIA at the time also. Fuck you. I am not a crook.
It seemed fine. The petrodollar system established in the 1970s created artificial demand for dollars because oil was priced in dollars globally. But the spending never stopped. The debt kept growing. In 1980, U.S. national debt was $900 billion. By 2000, it was $5.6 trillion. By 2020, it was $27 trillion. Today, in 2025, it's over $36 trillion. That's a 40-fold increase in 45 years. And it's accelerating. But the debt is only part of the story. Like Rome debasing the denarius, like Spain flooding the world with silver, the United States is printing money. Since 2008, the Federal Reserve has created trillions of dollars from nothing, quantitative easing they call it, necessary to stabilize the economy. During COVID, they printed over $4 trillion in 2 years, more money created than in the previous century combined. And just like every empire before, they told us it wouldn't cause inflation, that modern economics had solved the old problems, that we were different.
Basically telling us, don't worry about it, everything is all right, don't panic. And like behind the scenes, oh my God, I'm panicking. We're fucked, man. Come on, Jimmy, snap out of it.
We're not. Inflation hit 9% in 2022. Real inflation, the prices you actually pay for food, housing, healthcare, is far higher. The dollar is being debased, slowly at first. But the pattern always accelerates. And just like Britain, the United States is losing reserve currency status. In 2000, over 70% of global reserves were held in dollars. Today, it's 58% and falling. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and new members, are actively building alternatives. They're trading in local currencies, creating new payment systems, reducing dollar dependence. China and Russia are buying gold aggressively. Central banks worldwide are diversifying out of dollars. The world is...
You need to diversify your bonds, nigga. Wu-Tang Financial. A place for you and the kids. I'm waiting for Wu-Tang Financial to pop up, dog. Nigga, I'm joining Wu-Tang Financial, bro. And plus, you just said the BRICS nations is doing their own thing. Like I said, once shit crumble, motherfuckers gonna be fucking with bricks. All white bricks. All white bricks. Like, not the drugs, though.
Preparing for the dollar to lose its dominance, just like they prepared for the pound to fall. The pattern is
exactly. They preparing for this shit to fall, so we could be fucking with bricks. All white bricks. All white bricks. Like it. Got Brazil this bitch, Russia this bitch, India this bitch, China this bitch, South Africa this bitch. What? Fuck the dollar.
unmistakable. And here's the most dangerous part. The United States has the same problem Rome had. Military overextension. The U.S. maintains nearly 800 military bases in over 70 countries.
800 military bases in over 70 countries. God damn, I need to look up how many countries have we conquered. But we got 800? Jesus. And 70 countries. God damn. You know our food is banned in over 60 plus countries? You know that? That's a fun fact.
Defense budget is over $800 billion annually. Wars in Iraq and Afghanistan cost over $8 trillion. The empire is expensive. And it's
shouts out to JVJ for fighting in that war. You know what I'm saying?
Being funded with debt and printed money. Just like Rome couldn't pay its legions in debased coins. Just like Spain couldn't fund its military after repeated defaults. Just like Britain couldn't maintain its empire after currency collapse. The United States is running out of time. So let's identify the pattern. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every empire that has collapsed economically followed the same sequence. Not similar, identical. Yep. Stage 1, dominance. The empire is at its peak. Military strength, economic power, currency trust. Rome with a denarius, Spain with the dollar, Britain with the pound, America with the dollar. At this stage, the currency is backed by something real. Gold, silver, trust built over generations. The empire seems invincible. Stage 2, overextension. The empire expands beyond its means. More territory, more military commitments, more promises to citizens. Rome expanded across 3 continents. Spain tried to control every ocean. Britain colonized a quarter of the world. America maintains bases on every continent. The costs become unsustainable. Stage 3, deficit spending. The empire spends more than it earns. At first, this is manageable. They borrow, they issue bonds, they promise to repay, but the deficits become structural. Permanent. Rome needed to pay its legions. Spain needed to fund its wars. Britain needed to finance 2 world wars. America runs trillion-dollar deficits annually, even during growth. Stage 4, currency debasement. The empire can't borrow enough, can't tax enough, so they debase the currency. Rome reduced silver in the denarius. Spain flooded the market with silver, causing inflation. Britain abandoned gold and devalued the pound twice. America left gold in 1971 and has been printing ever since. Stage 5, inflation. More currency with the same amount of real goods means prices rise. Rome saw prices increase 50-fold. Spain experienced price inflation across Europe. Britain saw 25% inflation in the 1970s. America is experiencing inflation now, despite government claims it's transitory. Stage 6, loss of confidence. The domestic population and foreign nations lose trust in the currency. Roman soldiers demanded payment in gold, not denarii. Spanish creditors refused to lend after multiple defaults. The world shifted from pounds to dollars at Bretton Woods. Today, nations are shifting away from the dollar. Stage 7, collapse. The economic system fails. The currency becomes worthless or loses its dominance. The empire can't fund its military, can't maintain control. Rome fell to Germanic tribes it could no longer pay to fight. Spain declined into irrelevance. Britain lost its empire within decades. And the US? That's the question we're living through right now. That's the pattern. 7 stages, repeated 4 times across 2,000 years. Different empires, different continents, different currencies, but the exact same sequence. Because the math does.
So who the fuck is running this shit? Is it the Rothschilds? Is it the Rockefellers? Or is it some evil reptilian shape-shifting bastard sitting in a spaceship above the planet? Who knows? Who knows? In the words of Lex Luger, I don't know. Is it the most motherfuckers underground and shit? Who knows? Some Zeta Grays and shit. Who knows? But like we all know it's the same pattern for over 2,000 years. So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Change. You cannot spend more than you earn forever. You cannot print prosperity, and you cannot debase your currency without consequences. The pattern is absolute, and we're in stage 5, heading rapidly towards stage 6. So what happens next? History gives us 3 possible outcomes. First, controlled decline. Britain, after 1945, they lost the empire, lost reserve currency status, experienced painful devaluation and inflation. But the country didn't disappear. It adjusted to being a second-tier power. A slow, humiliating decline, but not total collapse. Second, chaotic collapse. Rome in the 5th century. The currency becomes worthless. The government loses control. The empire fragments. Dark ages follow. This is the worst-case scenario. Complete systemic breakdown, not just economic, but social and political. Third, reset and restructure. A new currency system is established, maybe backed by gold again, maybe a new reserve currency emerges, China's yuan, a basket of currencies, digital currencies. The old system dies, but something new replaces it relatively quickly.
Yeah, y'all will be forced to get bent over by bricks. All right, bricks. All right, bricks. Like 10 bricks. Russia gonna be looking at the United States like, yeah, you remember you son of a bitches came out with that propaganda, Taliban on the Russia gate. Here, bitch, drink some vodka. I told you my victory was there. And the motherfucking United States is gonna be like, oh my God, no. That's what you get for fucking up your dollar. Doves and Dania. No! And shoot that nigga with a suppressor on. It's gonna be a nigga from Russia with the with a blue Adidas jumpsuit. You know how they always motherfucker be posted up on the corner with a blue Adidas jumpsuits on, and he just chilling on the corner with a gun with a suppressor on it, smoking a cigarette, not even giving a fuck. Hey yo, if a Russian asks you for a light and you don't get it back, don't ask for it back, okay? All right, just let them have the lighter, keep it rolling, because you can always buy another one. That's an assassin. He's ready to kill a motherfucker. He been standing out there too long and he need a motherfucker, he need a smoke, or he need to light his smoke because the lighter got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So if he don't give you your lighter back, just walk away, okay? Doves the Dania, because you're gonna hear that. That's gonna be your last shit you hear, Doves the Dania. That's goodbye in Russian. In Russia, word for you.
Painful but survivable. The United States is at the crossroads. The debt cannot be repaid, not at current levels, not with current spending. The only options are default, inflation, or restructuring. Default would destroy dollar hegemony instantly. Inflation is already happening and will likely accelerate. Restructuring requires political will that doesn't currently exist. And here's what makes this different from Rome, Spain, or Britain. Those were regional empires. The US dollar is the global reserve currency. When the Roman denarius collapsed, it affected the Roman Empire. When the dollar collapses, it affects the entire world. Every central bank, every trade agreement, every financial market. The interconnected global economy amplifies both the impact and the chaos. But the pattern says it's coming. Not because of prediction, because of precedent. 4 empires, 4 currency collapses, 4 identical sequences. The math of empire is unforgiving. You can delay it, you can deny it, but you cannot avoid it. Rome debased its currency to pay its legions. The denarius died, the empire fell. Spain flooded the world with silver. Inflation destroyed its wealth. The empire declined. Britain borrowed to fight 2 world wars. The pound collapsed. The empire dissolved. And now the United States prints trillions, runs endless deficits, and believes it's different. It's not different. The pattern doesn't care about American exceptionalism. It doesn't care about military strength or technological advancement. The pattern is economic. And economic laws are as absolute as physical laws. You cannot print wealth, you cannot borrow forever, and you cannot debase your currency without destroying your empire. 4 empires, 4 collapses, 4 identical patterns. The only question left is timing. How long until stage 6? How long until the world loses confidence in the dollar? How long until the American empire follows Rome, Spain, and Britain into the history books? The pattern says we're close. The debt says we're close. The money printing says we're close. And history, which has watched this exact sequence destroy 4 empires before, says the ending is inevitable. The only variable is how fast it happens and how painful it is. If this gave you a new perspective, subscribe. Because when the pattern completes, you'll want to understand what happened and why. History has the answers, and the pattern never lies.
Yep. The smart thing.
Get Credit Karma.
What the fuck? Oh no. Okay, that was an ad. Okay. The smart thing to do is get the fuck off this fucking land. Go to your islands that y'all bought and conquered and establish some shit there. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the smart thing. Just like everybody in government, all the heads of government, they got private jets, private planes, or just rich as fuck. Just get the fuck off and just give it back to its people. And we'll do whatever we do. Even the phone agrees. Boop, 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 boop. Even the phone agrees. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, let us get back to nature. No more chemtrails, no fluoride in the water, no GMOs. Well, just get the fuck off my fucking land. How about that? You know what I'm saying? To avoid embarrassment of a dollar collapse, just go make your final speech. Be like, look, because of colonialization, we took this land by force and all this shit, and we caused all this debt. We are the problem. Y'all did not ask for this system. Your ancestors didn't ask for this system. So we're going to completely give you back your land. Y'all do whatever y'all do. And we're going to get the fuck out of here. But that's not going to happen because motherfuckers love power. Motherfuckers love controlling people for some reason. Motherfucker just got that, I guess. We got to conquer motherfuckers. Okay, cool. Now, the question that I had to ask myself, should I kick back and wait for everything to collapse? Or trigger the revolution and push the collapse? That's what I asked myself. After listening to this and because like I already know this, but I wanted to put this out there because like most people don't know how the empires crumble. Most people don't know. So it's like, let me just put this out there and give my input. We're going to a collapse. And in the words of Mr. Smith, it's inevitable. It's inevitable to happen. We're on that way. And another question I have to ask myself is like, do the powers that shouldn't be know that this is going to happen? Do they know they following the pattern? Or is knowledge amongst the elites compartmentalized and only some people know what's going to happen, and some people think that they're doing the right thing? Who knows? Who knows? But what we do know is they following the same pattern. Shit is fucked up. They're not talking about the citizens and what they're going through and how they feel. Let me tell you, living in this situation, in this day and age, I feel like fucking shit up. There's other people that still believe in this fucking system. And that shit just boggles my fucking mind. It almost makes me want to go back to the mentality of, oh my God, if y'all motherfuckers ain't ready to fight this government, y'all pussy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to exercise my compassion and diplomacy. But man, nigga, at the end of the day, goddamn, everything already fucked. Everything is already collapsed, man. Let's just take our shit back and run these motherfuckers off this goddamn land. You know what I'm saying? But this evil government, dog, this is motherfucking some bullshit. It's some bullshit. And we ain't asked for this system. We ain't asked for this system. But 800 bases around the world, 70 plus countries. God damn, man. Fuck this motherfucking government. But it's about to be a wrap. But BRICS is already ready. They already prepared for the collapse. They already prepared for all of our shit to crumble. They already got shit in place as soon as it do. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. But in other news, I might cover this tomorrow. But the police is issuing warnings to grocery stores all across the country. Since the government ain't come back on, get ready for some looting and some shooting. So yeah. But till then, we about to get ready to rock out. This motherfucking hump day. What? Hurricanes hump day hour. Hey ladies. Live it up, baby.
Lonzo on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling.
HHN special story.
Nothing like a
Talk
funky
about the fall of all the empires.
Live it up. Nothing like a
I'm about to
funky
rock on now.
feeling.
Happy birthday, everybody.
To the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Going off the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, quick at this baby, I won't let go. Baby, look at my eyes and say you want a boss. What liquor do you want? Now pay the cost. 17, 38, or the go say. Oh, the Casa B goes, what do you say? Hurricane and Jordan gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party to 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up.
Yeah, tell the living girl, girl, about to give it up. Tell the fine girl, put the drink in the bigger cup, fill it up. Tell the brave girl, about to drink it up. Now we give the dance slow, yeah, get the lick it up. Sucker over the bitches, and when I'm really spitting for the women, they wanna feel it. I know they dig it. Got his head back to the bar and get some more. Lick the phone, this is the girl you wanna smoke. On the boat, smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body ever got it, just being out of smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics. On the dance floor, we getting lit.
Close my chat after that goddamn phone call, y'all.
So smooth with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky feeling.
Right after that phone call, goddamn.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky feeling.
Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the
I was talking shit about the motherfucking empire. Motherfuckers, my chat again, y'all.
Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Let the beat ride.
Jesus fucking Christ. Shout out to Live and Learn though. Yeah, I heard the Elements album. My favorite is the Fire and Earth.
Take them home, Jay.
All right, hey yo, shouts out to everybody. I'm about to end this and I'm about to come back live so I can see y'all in the chat and play some shit for about maybe 40-45 minutes. I wanted to rock out and shit, man, but like I can't engage with y'all in the chat if my chat is frozen. So I'm like, fuck the bullshit. You send me an email, bet it up. I'm gonna check it out. But shouts out to everybody coming through. I'm about to go live again. You know, just stick around. I'm gonna go live again. You know, so we can rock out for about an hour. You know what I'm saying? You know I didn't do the Detroit After Dark. You know what I'm saying? You know, had to get some real needed rejuvenated rest, man. Cause like real shit, dog. I've been motherfucking going live every motherfucking day, like since the beginning of last month when I got that 1K, and I've been going nonstop. Like I'm talking about like non-fucking stop, like real shit. And doing shit afterwards. I'm like, let me rest. I need some rest, you know. So shout out to everybody for coming through though, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pick it back up. I gotta, like make sure that I try to get these watch hours up so I can be eligible to get a super chat. I'm keeping my eye on my watch hours and shit. But at the same time, I'm keeping an eye on my health. But yeah, I'm about to stop this live, but I'm about to come back. So I can be able to see everybody in the chat. But yeah, the whole Elements album is fire. But my favorite out the Elements is Fire and Earth. You know what I'm saying? Fire and Earth is my shit. Fire and Earth is my shit. Psychedelic Thoughts was a good album. But definitely Elements, man. The Elements was the shit. It's like that's part of my second inspiration on why I made the Gotta Fire, Gotta Win, and Gotta Storms. My first inspiration was the origin of hurricane from the Mayans and Tainos and shit. And then, like the B.O.B., like with the elements, you got fire, wind, earth, and water. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on some element shit too. But that's a 4-album project. Me is a like 3-album project. But like some of those projects didn't have a lot of fucking songs on it. At least with my project, I got like 16 songs a motherfucking piece. You get a whole good movie when you listen to my shit. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out to everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody coming through. I'm about to stop this. It's HHN Special Stories. I'm about to come back and do a little jam session. I guess like a hump day Halloween jam session real quick. And then we're going to get up out of there. We're going to chill for a minute. And catch y'all in a sec. Y'all know how we end it. Mic check. I walk around the streets for my black tech line on the waistline. Look at the hype shit. I never claim to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs that got some. Blah. HHN Special Stories about the empire. Not for the weak-hearted. Stick around, I'll be back. Make sure y'all keep your notifications on, because I want to be able to see y'all in the chat. Please catch y'all in a second.